Hey, what's up? Hello, my name is Kemba. Welcome back on Kemba's World. And today's video I got for you today is a book review video for the Them Boys series by Alexandria House. This book series contains 3 novella books that you can call it. I call them full books, but the author has it as novella books. But these consist of 3 books following 3 different brothers with all different stories, but in the common interest of the stories is they all find love, but love in different various ways. The first book is called Set, the second book is called Jaw, and then the third book is called Chill. So with that being said, let's just get on into the review. So this is my first time doing a disclaimer. This is my first time doing a review of any sort. So I promise that if I leave any details out or anything out, this is my first ever video format book review. So please be kind and patient. But anyways, moving on into the first book. The first book, Set. Set follows the first one of the brothers of the Mitchell boys. His name is Set. He is at a high school reunion when he meets the girl that he has a crush on from all those years back in high school. And Set is like a gentle, murderous giant. And the female main character is obviously has been married multiple times, and he has an adult daughter, and she goes to this reunion in hopes to meet up with her best friend, but her best friend ends up ditching her, and then she ends up meeting Set. Her and Set ends up keep talking, and then they go to a local hotel, and they end up having a one-night stand, and then they couldn't get enough of each other, and they are still looking up to this day. The book starts off with the main female character. I forgot what her name is. It starts off with the main female character getting ready to go off to see Set. And the thing is, nobody in her personal life knows that she's going off to see Set. Not her daughter, not her best friend. Only she knows that she's been seeing Set and whatnot. So she goes off to see Set, and it's very lovey-dovey and whatnot, and the thing is, what I love about this book so much is adult contemporary romance mixed with erotica. You get the lovey-dovey stuff, but you also get the smut. You also get the smut. That's a common theme across all 3 books, by the way. You get a romance, but you get smut as well. So I consider it a fair deal. So she ends up going to see Set for the weekend, and while she's seeing Set, her best friend ends up calling her in the middle while they are actively having sex. So she's trying to be fucking quiet, because she's getting her back blown out by this nice sexy ass man. And so she is getting her back blown out, and with her back being blown out and her talking to her best friend, she she reveals to her that her that the guy that she's been seeing, that she's been messing, that she's been actively having like a casual like sexual relationship with, has been Seth Mitchell, the guy from his high school and whatnot. And what I adore so much about this book, and what I adore really out of all three of the books, is the common theme of family between the Mitchell boys, because it goes deep into it, and it dives somewhat deep into it in Set, and then it dives more deeper into it in the last book too. But it's the common theme of family, because in the book there's a point in the book where Set takes the main female character to go see his father in the nursing home, and his father has like, I believe, like either Alzheimer's or like dementia, but like the father can't remember who his like sons are at all. Like, so he takes her to go see his father, and like she, of course, she like has like a bunch of questions. He explains it, and then like he goes into like a deep, almost like a deep dive of like Mitchell boys lore, of like how this of like how his father treated him and his brothers, how like the main factor that I got from that section of like the book was that how his father made him fight both of his brothers, and I'm sitting here like, what? Okay. And then another thing that I love about Set so much is the fact of the matter is that what I love is that there's a point where the main female character goes back home, and the main female character goes back home, right? And the main female character goes back home. She goes back home, and then she owns her like own daycare or like school or like something along the lines of that. She owns her own business nonetheless, and her baby daddy, that's the father to her adult daughter, ends up calling her and saying like, why are you treating my daughter this way? And she's like standing her foot down, and like she deserves it. Like, I'm trying not to spoil the book too much, but she's like saying like she deserves it. And then like there's a point in the book in that scene where like she's on the phone with Set, and Set is like overhearing this bullshit being told to his woman. So you know what Set does? Mind you, Set is in like Vegas at this, lives in Vegas, and I forgot where the main female character is stationed. Like, I think it's like somewhere on like the East Coast, I believe. So she legitimately has so Set is like hearing this, and you know what Set does? I don't know how he did it, but Set, same day, Set is like actively hearing this, and this man hopped on a plane to go settle her fucking baby daddy. Because he did not like how the tone of voice of her baby daddy raising his tone of voice at his woman. So he was like, I'm gonna check you really quickly. And then there comes a point in the book where he like goes to check him, and it's like giving like that like energy of like, how can I best describe this? It's giving the energy of what I would say, like, it's giving the energy of, because I'm trying to find a word best to describe it, and I'm sorry for being like repetitive and whatnot, but it's giving the energy of like, You know, like how if you were like, whether you in like high school now or like in like or long after high school, you know, like how there was that one group of boys that like had like that energy to them, that aura to them, where it's like, don't fuck with me or anybody that I love, because if you do, then you're going to get your ass dealt with. It gave off that type of fucking vibe, because I forgot like the exact wording in the book, but there comes to like a time where he's like face to face with her baby daddy, and he's like everybody's like on the block like silent as hell. Like everybody's on the block is like so silent to the point where like you could hear a fucking pen being dropped on the floor. Like that's how silent it was. But yeah, I think that's all that I have to say about Set. If I have anything else to add, I will be sure to like leave it down in like a comment, in a pinned comment down below of the video. But moving on to Ja. Ja is the second book. I believe Ja is the younger brother. Yeah, Ja is the younger brother, because Set is the middle and Shu is the oldest of the three of them. So Ja takes place same type of vibes as Set, but instead it's like somebody from his like from past, like from his flings that he had, that he's like in love with, and she has like and she's like in like almost in like a very like abusive like a relationship with like somebody from her past, and he does not like that, and so it gets to the point where they're like alone in his house, and they like are like talking, and then they hook up, and it gives off the vibe of like, don't fucking touch my girl, or if you touch my girl, I will legitimately dismember you leg from leg. And it's like, ooh, my heart. So that's another thing. Another aspect of this book is that Ja is actually in a fraternity. I forgot what fraternity he pledged to, because it's been, as like I'm filming this video, it's been a while since I read all the three of the books. Like it's probably been like a month or so. So, and like, yes, I'm now doing this video, so sorry. Should have done this video when it was like fresh on the top of my mind, but it's here now. So like Ja is a part of a fraternity. There's a point where he takes like the main female character out to the fraternity. Is it the fraternity? You got, if you're currently in like a sorority or a fraternity, please comment down below what it's called, because I don't know the exact wording, but I want to call it the banquet, or like the dinner, or it's like a dinner with like the showcase in the middle. Like I don't know what's exactly what it's called, but there's a point where he takes her to like that dinner / banquet, and then there's like a point where he gets into his frat gear, and he's doing like the stroll, or like the dance or whatever, and I thought that was so adorable, and it gave it like more of like a humane type feeling, like it's like you can like relate to it and whatnot. And then like another thing that I really love about Ja is like, on top of like the thing, again, he had to confront like the man from her past, and then it got to the point where when he came front, he was like, if you don't leave her alone, then I'm going to make you leave her alone. And then after that scene, the main female character had asked him like, did you like unalive him? And he was like, no. And he's like, well, what? She's like, well, what did you do? He's like, well, what did you do? And he's like, don't worry about it. It's taken care of. So Ja is like, and I will give y'all my rankings of which book I love from. I love them all equally, but there's like one book that I love equally as more than like the others. But yeah, Ja is like very special. Like it gives like, cause it, and like I can't give you like the synopsis because it's not like the synopsis of like your normal typical like book or whatever for and whatnot, because like the synopsis for Ja is that neither of them was looking for love, and neither of them wants to let go. So it's like very, very, very vague. Like it's like a tagline type of thing and whatnot. And so yeah, so that's Ja. Moving on to the last and final book, Shu is so precious to me. Like that Shu is so precious. Shu is the oldest Mitchell brother. It opens up with him going in his father's room at the nursing home, and he has basically fallen in love with his CNA, or like one of the nurses at the nursing home. And the CNA that he had fell in love with has a troubled past and whatnot, and there comes she needs like a place to stay, and Shu is like, well, you can come stay with me. And she's like, well, you don't know me. She's like, are you? And he's like, and I think he's like, are you going to murder me? She's like, no. And she's like, oh well, all right then. So she ends up moving in, and they like slowly like get to know each other, and it's just like this slow burn type of like gentle giant meets a girl with a troubled past type of romance with a whole lot of erotica to it. But and then like there's a time where where both brothers, Set and Ja, come to see Shu, and they by the time of this, like Set is already married to the main female character from the story. Ja's already married to the main female character to his story. So it's all that's left is for Shu to get married to his. So there's comes a point where like the main female character from his story is like talking to the other two wives, and it's like, well, I don't know if I should do this. Like, I don't know if and whatnot. And the wives are like, girl, just go ahead and go do it. Like, one thing about these Mitchell boys is that they don't play, and when they want something, they want something. So it's better to like. So it was like, it's better just to like be front forward with him and be honest with him, because if you're not, he's not going to like that. So with that being said, she's like, okay, I'm gonna do it. So she ends up joining the wives as the third and the final married wives of it. And so, and then there comes a point in the story of Shu where where all three brothers go and without their woman, go and like confront their father and like let go any like trouble, any burdens, any grudges to them and whatnot. And they basically let go all that grief and all that trauma that they've been carrying around with them since they were teenagers, because all three of them are like in like their late 30s or late 30s to like late 40s, somewhere around that age range and whatnot. So they go and confront their father and like basically like forgive him in a way but not forgive him in a way, and like just basically go off and like go live like their lives with their wives. So that is basically my Scuffed review of the Them Boys series by Alexandria House. And if you guys are asking like, well, where did you read these books, because you guys see that I didn't hold up the physical copy of the books, I listened to these books on Everend, aka Scribe, the audiobook platform. Not sponsored, by the way, but like I listened to the books there, and like I really love them. Like I go back, like they are my comfort read. Like I feel for all three of the brothers in a special way and whatnot. And I gotta say, in order from the book that I love with like my whole heart, it has to be, that's kind of a trick question, because like I love all three of them with my whole heart. I feel like the one that I love with my whole heart, it is has to be Shill, with, and the runner up behind them has to be Ja. The reason why Shu takes first place is because like I said, it gives gentle giant with murderous tendencies with a girl with a troubled past. And like when you guys read, if you guys ever pick up the story, it gives like such warm vibes. Like I really like enjoy the story, enjoy everything about it and whatnot. Like, and like the reason why Ja's the runner up is because, again, the fraternity aspect literally took my whole entire heart away, and like the way that Ja was just like so adamant of like trying to take care of her and whatnot. It just really just warmed my whole entire heart. And then like Set with like being so overprotective of like her with her baby daddy legitimately stole my heart. Like the Mitchell boys are the type of men, it's the type of man that I want in my life, because like, and I get them as like because you guys know how like some people have like book girlfriends, book boyfriends. The Mitchell boys are all three of my book boyfriends, because child, if when you read those books, that has my whole entire heart. But yeah, that is my very Scuffed review of the Them Boys series by Alexandria House. If you enjoy the video, please make sure to leave a like, and comment down below if you have read the books. What was your favorite part? What were your pros and cons of the book series? And let me know which couple is your favorite book. Which couple is your favorite? I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.